welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. If you guys didn't already know, we are pregnant with baby number 2, and I'm actually right now at the beginning of my 3rd trimester. I'm 7 months pregnant, but today we're going to reflect back and do a recap of symptoms from my 2nd trimester. I did this video a couple months ago in my 1st trimester when we announced that we were pregnant with baby number 2. So if you want to watch that video, go back, I'll link it here. Go back and watch the 1st trimester symptoms so you can kind of follow along. But now I'm going to reflect back on my 2nd trimester symptoms. I did write them all on my phone just to keep tabs on things and things I had to discuss with my doctor anyway, and things for you guys as well. I'm doing the same thing with my 3rd trimester, and you know, baby will be here soon. So let's get into it. So my 3rd trimester in the beginning, 13 weeks obviously, because 1 to 12 is 1st trimester, and then 13 is beginning of 2nd trimester. 2nd trimester, my first thing that I started to notice was getting extra saliva, and I did get that with my 1st daughter as well. I know some people get it really bad to the point where they have to like have a cup near them and spit. I don't get it that bad, but it's definitely more than when I'm not pregnant. By 14 weeks, so if you guys watch my 1st trimester video, I was talking about how I had really bad morning sickness this pregnancy, and I never had that with my 1st daughter, and it didn't it didn't let up right away in the 2nd trimester, so it still lingered. I think I stopped feeling nauseous around like 17 weeks, so 14 weeks I was definitely getting the nausea and throwing up still. And then 15 weeks we actually caught COVID, so I couldn't really tell what was pregnancy symptoms. Obviously certain things I knew was COVID, like the coughing, the fever, I knew that was COVID, but certain things like the extra tiredness and stuff, I think I got hit double because I was probably still tired from just being pregnant, but also COVID also gives you like a body exhaustion. So I really couldn't tell if my body exhaustion was letting up or if it was COVID or what. But I do know we tested positive when I was 15 weeks, and we contacted my doctor. They told us what to do. They gave us a health regimen. I followed it, and we all tested negative within like a week. So I didn't really follow my pregnancy symptoms that week because everything was kind of thrown off. And then 16 weeks, the new symptoms, I still had nausea by 16 weeks, but I also started getting like pregnancy leg cramps. If you guys don't know, like leg cramps are very common in pregnancy. I didn't really have that symptom with my daughter, with my 1st daughter, my oldest daughter, but I definitely have that now, and that's when that started. It is a little bit worse in the 3rd trimester. However, I do take magnesium. Magnesium also supports your cardiovascular system and blood pressure, which I have pregnancy related hypertension, so I take it for that, but it also helps leg cramps, so I do think it's helping that as well. And then 17 weeks, guys, that's when my heartburn started, and I did have bad heartburn with my 1st daughter, and there is scientific evidence that when the baby starts to grow hair, heartburn is related to a chemical that, there's 2 reasons you get heartburn in pregnancy. One is that everything is pushed up, all your organs and stuff like that, so you might get heartburn. But it's a little too early if I got it at 17 weeks for it to be that. But there are scientific studies that link it to hair growth, because there is a hormone that I forgot the name of that the baby kind of secretes when they're growing hair. And they say the more heartburn, the hairier the baby. My 1st daughter had a lot of hair, and I did get a lot of heartburn. I am getting a lot of heartburn this pregnancy, so maybe I'll have another daughter with a lot of hair. Who knows? And then so 17 weeks, I noticed like the increased vaginal discharge, that kind of thing. That's pretty common in pregnancy. I had it with both pregnancies, but that's where it started. And then 17 to 18 weeks, I noticed more pregnancy dental like symptoms. Like I said, guys, I had dental issues with my 1st pregnancy, but I didn't really know about them, and I wasn't educated about them. So this time around, I'm still getting those symptoms, but I'm getting treated the way you're supposed to by the dentist, and doing things to prevent the amount of damage that was done in my 1st pregnancy. But I still do get the swollen gums, and the pain. If you guys want that full story, I made a video my last pregnancy, so I'll link that up here. But I definitely still had that starting at 17 weeks. And then 18 weeks, I started getting the pain around your belly button. So if you guys don't know, usually in the late second trimester, early third trimester, sometimes as your belly stretches, I think, and your belly button pops out, you do get like pain there and kind of discomfort. It's not like a pain, like a concerning pain, like, oh my god, something's wrong with the baby, I need to go to the hospital. It's just like a discomfort, and you can kind of feel that it's from stretching. And that's what that was. And then 20 weeks, guys, I started to get a little bit of lightning crotch. That has, and if you guys don't know what lightning crotch is, I will write a little thing. But basically, it's basically when the baby starts to like push around and push down, and I think it's from the baby pushing down, or it might be hormonal. I'm not too sure, but basically it feels like lightning down there, or like a jolt, like a electric, and it's something that's common during pregnancy. 20 weeks is a little bit early to have it, but it doesn't indicate anything bad. It's actually pretty normal, and my doctor said that even though 20 weeks is early to have it, in the second pregnancy not so much, because everything kind of shows up a little bit earlier in the second pregnancy. And then also 20 weeks I had more bad heartburn, and then 22 weeks I had breast pain and burning and like kind of early letdown pain. That has definitely got a lot worse since I hit my third trimester, because I think my milk is going to probably come in early, or it's just preparing to come in. My doctor did say it's also linked to like estrogen levels going up and down during your pregnancy. Obviously I'm not going to talk about the third trimester here because that's a whole nother video, but it is still happening and it's getting worse, I'll just say that. But it started around 22 weeks. And then 22 weeks was also when I started getting like that pregnancy shortness of breath. Obviously, if you have really crazy shortness of breath or you can't breathe, you need to bring that up with your doctor and probably go into labor and delivery and get monitored, because that type of shortness of breath is not normal. But just a general, like when you're talking a lot, I don't know if you guys can hear it even now, feeling like you kind of have to catch your breath more than when you're not pregnant is kind of normal, and that's when that started. 24 weeks, I started getting a lot more round ligament pain, which is just the ligaments that tie your pelvis and your uterus together. They kind of stretch and they cause like a pain. It's not contractions or anything. It literally is like I said, like a stretching, but it's kind of in that band area. Yeah, and then ever since 24 weeks, 25 weeks, 26 weeks, that everything was kind of the same as what I just listed. And then now 27 weeks is the beginning of your third trimester. So currently, at the time of filming this video, I am, what's today? Okay, so currently at the time of filming this video, I am 29 weeks. So by the time you guys see this video, I will be like 30 weeks on to 31 weeks. So I'm definitely right there between like a 7.5 months, almost 8 actually. So this pregnancy has gone really fast, guys, but I just wanted to give you guys a recap because I wanted to follow up on that first trimester video, show you the second trimester video. And so those are all my symptoms I had for the second trimester, and I'll see you guys at the end of the pregnancy with my third trimester symptom video. I hope this helps anyone who's researching or trying to see if their symptoms are normal, or first time mom or anything like that. But I'll see you guys next week.